Hello folks, welcome back to my Journey series, my LP in older Minecraft versions. I'm going to fulfill a task that I've been intending to do it for a while. We're going to leave a bunch of ender chests in various locations. So first of all, I of course need to craft them, and then we will hopefully take them to our various XP farms. We'll take one to the end, we'll take them to... yeah, we'll take them all over the show. And we'll just make sure that we have suitable access to them whenever we need them. I'll leave one here, just because why not. I'm not sure I should sleep in this bed because I believe the next place I'll be going will be the end. So that was probably a bad move, but oh well. Not sure if I'll develop this base anymore, because I've had in mind to like redo the storage room and, well, the main house area, but I don't see the point. It works well. We've got our bulk storage room in there, which also works well. I mean, it's there. It's there if we need it. That's as far as it goes in terms of working. We'll leave an ender chest here. We could actually dig a hole in here now, but I'm probably just going to leave it as it is. Is there a place we could leave the ender chest? I will just... Oh dear, okay. We cannot leave the ender chest there. I've actually just realised I don't have a silk touch pickaxe on me. Oh, we've got stuff there we need to enchant. I'm actually going to take them with me, and I'm going to add them to my ender chest. Also, I just want to point out, this is all the drops I got from zombies in 1.2. That was obviously the first version where zombies could drop random items other than zombie flesh. So, yeah. Collection of tools and iron helmets there. I'm going to have to fix that. I'm not quite sure where to leave this. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh. That doesn't work anymore. Rats. I think we're going to have to somehow sort that out. So I took a bit of a break from my task with the ender chests, and I spent a lot of time digging out the areas for the other museum exhibits, and I just realised I crafted 9 signs instead of 3. I'm so used to the one sign you get from a craft. I just figured that out there, but whatever. Right. Means we'll have extra signs if we need them again in future. So on one side we've got 1.2, on another 1.3. We still have to get our sheep for 1.1, but that's okay. For 1.2 we're going to add well, actually let's add jungle logs first, like that. That looks very bad, but I can live with it if it's only one exhibit. Let's add jungle saplings, and then I've got to get the list up of other things we need to add in this update. I feel like we've got to add one of each plank. Pretty sure they came out, yeah, they came out 1.2.4. Where's jungle? There we are, jungle. Brilliant. We'll just add these at the end because technically they are, or they were kind of added last. There we go. Here's an interesting one. Well, actually, we can add the chiseled sandstone. I'll just add that there. We can add smooth sandstone. We'll just add that there. But we also need jungle leaves. We also need lamps. Redstone lamps. But we can just make that here and now. Or it's just called lamp. I thought it was called a redstone lamp. Maybe I had a name change. Let's not put it there. Let's put it over here. And we need jungle leaves, which I never actually brought back from the jungle that we visited in episode 211. So we're just going to cheat and take one off an alpha tree. Oops, that's too many. Jungle leaves, oak leaves. Okay. Yeah, at first I thought, wait. That's... okay then. Yeah, that's very glitched out, but whatever. Very glitchy. Let's go and place these jungle leaves, and that is the end of that. That is 1.2 completed. 1.3 is quite interesting because it's the first patch room that has broken to the outside, as you can see, right by our lake. If 1.5 has a lot of or whatever one goes next to this, if that has a lot of stuff added, then we're going to run out of space pretty quickly. But we've got a few things. Actually, we've got a lot more to add. In this case, we've got to add planks for all of the wood variants. We've also got to add sandstone slabs. Wait, no, sandstone slabs were already in the game, right? We've got to add stair variants though. We've also got to add emerald blocks, which I will do now. We also need emerald ore, but I accidentally didn't leave enough ore. I didn't leave one ore. I accidentally fortuned them all. We also need one of these. We need a tripwire hook. I forgot to make that. Let's add in the slabs. One there. One there. This is going to look fantastic. Yeah, looks amazing. We need sandstone stairs. I'll just craft them. I've also brought string for the tripwire, which we will need to add. We then need to add stairs for all the other wood types. There's loads and loads of blocks at this point in the game. I mean, not as many as there are now, but there's still quite a few. There's spruce. Let's get jungle made. And birch. Epic. That's quite a bit. Okay. So let's just take these back. And yeah, we'll just place them all down. Like so. Cool. We'll also add tripwire, which is just string. There we go. Can we place it this way? I can't. Okay, right. It's going to have to sit that way. And we'll add a sign, as I did in my jungle world. Jungle world? My journal world. My jungle journal world. It's a jungle out there. Right, so the last thing we need is a tripwire hook, and then we'll be sorted in terms of things we can add. We need to go and seek for another Extreme Hills biome, a modern Extreme Hills biome, in order to get emerald ore. But we can do that another day. And apart from that, yeah, I think we've got everything. So, oh yeah, we also need a sheep. So to make tripwire hook, we just need that, that, and I'm pretty sure you can use any plank. It doesn't just need to be oak. Also, as you can see on the right there, I've added the ender chest right over here. Already added it with my looting sword, emeralds, and everything else. Epic. Right, let's go and place the tripwire hook, and I will decree that this part of the project is over. Of course, we're not going to actually finish this because we're not going right to the present day. There's actually not enough rooms here to get to the present day, but there's definitely enough for the version I'm planning to go to. We're also going to patch this up. Let's just dig all this. And yeah, we'll just leave it open. Why not? Cool. Or leave the stone exposed instead of covering it with grass. Right, that should be everything. Fantastic. Whew. So that was good. I need to place an ender chest at the end. I would also... Oh, maybe I should go to other bases and place ender chests there. I don't want to go OTT, but... You know, we might have to. Want to see something pretty weird? Look at this. Look at that glitchy texture over there. What is that? It was happening a lot more earlier before I started recording, but look at it. It's so weird. I had this issue when I was recording a previous episode, we were building in the city, but it's happening here too. It's so weird. Anyway, it's still happening. I've got to say 1.3 is probably one of my least favourite updates. Like, of all the updates we've played in this series, it's probably one of my least favourite. There's a lot in it, that's for sure, but There's just so many bugs, so many things that I don't like about it, so many inconveniences. And it's laughable to think that there was a time when I refused to update to 1.4 because I didn't know any better. But there you go. Right, we're just going to get to level 30 pretty quickly because that's the meta these days. That's enchanting meta. And then we'll enchant a spade, I reckon, because my current one is about to break, plus I want one that's infinitely better than just Fortune 2. Fortune 2 was about the worst thing that I could possibly have been cursed with. Right, here we go, level 30. I mean, it's no great, is it? But it's better than Fortune 2. I think we'll leave it there, actually. So yeah, I've placed down the final. I think this is the final ender chest I need to deliver. I'm trying to think of other potential places, but I can't think off the top of my head. One thing I want to do, actually, this episode is possibly revamp the area around the end portal, which includes changing the staircase, changing the track, changing the elevation of the track, and yeah, just things like that, because at the minute it's a bit of a joke. Alternatively, we could leave it as it is, and that way, if an angry Enderman suddenly decides to come and murder me, I'm not going to get walloped into the abyss. So yeah, we've got two options. I might just leave it as it is, take the cheap option out, but then we're going to need a way to get up. We're going to have to figure out a way. Probably just a ladder or something like that. I'll probably put a ladder. Look at this, actually. The ladder here, I never put a ladder before on the platform, but because it's been moved down, it's kind of like it's incorporated the ladder onto itself, sort of. But yeah, we'll probably just go and get a ladder and set up. I think I actually need that. Or should we just leave it there? Let's just leave it there. The other day, when I died in the end, there was a minecart on the track that was invisible. I'm not sure what caused that. That's another reason I don't like 1.3 is the fact LAD takes so long to load. I actually have Optifine for 1.3, so I'm just going to show off something I worked on off camera. I've got Optifine for 1.3. Most Optifine versions were taken off the site. Oh yeah, I left the cart behind, never mind. Yeah, I added this. Had this, two extra portals. Well, I already had this one, but this was what I added, decorated it a bit. There's nothing else really. I mean, we could probably add a rim here, just to make it look a bit better. Get rid of the sharp edge. But yeah, Optifine, there's no Optifine versions now on the Optifine site from before 1.7, I believe. But I either had already downloaded or got from another source some of the old Optifine versions, 1.3 being one of them. So I could technically use it. I think the main reason I'm not using Optifine is because, well, there's really no good reason, but at the heart of it, some textures change which I don't like, and there's no real need at this point. So, I mean, the graphics could obviously use an update, but that's nothing new with this game. Oh, come on. Thought we were done with this. Look at that guy running through the floor. Yeah, I was going to add some stairs. One hit, there we go. Yeah, I was going to add some stairs here just for something a bit different. Looks okay. Right, I'm going to go back to the end to add a ladder. So, for the rest of this episode, we're going to attempt a challenge that we've not done for quite a while. We're going to do the bingo again, the custom dispenser-made bingo. As you can see, I've got my bread, which I will use for the challenge. And now all that's left is to crank the sound. Did I get 2 items there? I feel like I got 2 items out of 1. But we should be left with 9 items. Okay, none of these look impossible. We got... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, never mind. So we got string, we got oak wood, we got cocoa beans, we got... Oh, cocoa beans. Ah, that one's a wee bit impossible. We need to find a dungeon. We've also got diamond axe, cobblestone slab, black wool, iron ingot, piston, and minecart. What was my original time limit? It was like, was it half an hour or was it 20 minutes? I think it was 25 minutes. So we'll see if we can beat the original time, which was 11 minutes. But if I can't get it all within 25 minutes, then that is challenge over. So now, I guess I'm going to have to travel to the area in which we're going to do it. I don't quite know where we'll do it yet, but I'll travel somewhere and hopefully get set up. And as soon as I start recording again, that will be challenge started. I'll use the timer on my recording as the time of the challenge. So, since the sun is going down, we're going to start the challenge here. We're at these coordinates, if that means anything. And we're starting now. I said I was going to start as soon as the recording started. So, as with previous challenges, we've got no resources. We're not allowed to use that. We've got to use our bread. I'm going to start by chopping down a tree. Don't know why I'm so bothered about what tree I'm chopping down. I'll leave a timer in the editing. So this is, although it'd be nice to beat 11 minutes, this is more of a challenge to see if we can get all the items within 25 minutes, because I think we got mugged off with the cocoa beans. Of course, it's part of the challenge. The cocoa beans were put in on purpose so we could find them. But, as I said, it's going to be particularly difficult to it's going to be difficult to find a dungeon, and then when we do find the dungeon, there's no guarantee there's going to be cocoa beans in any of the chests. There's not even a guarantee there'll be chests. Right, let's start by digging straight down, picking up. Oh, are you serious? Well, challenge over. Okay, so with that ordeal over, I decided to come to the city and attempt probably the most difficult build yet. I'm trying to put a build here on the slope. Already I'm making a hash of it. Let's get rid of that, pick up those. Yeah, already I'm not doing a good job, and it's turning night. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm trying to... Oh, I had a bit of lag. I'm trying to model off of the builds there. We can easily add a window if we so desire. And beyond that, I'm not sure. Maybe we could have a step up or something. A stair up to the back end of the house. But yeah, I'll just spend the rest of the episode working on that build, progressing the city a bit more. So yeah, that was a wee bit unfortunate that the bingo session only lasted a matter of minutes, seconds even. Actually, while we're here, let's pick up glass and some of that. And while we're here, there's also something else I want. What was it again? Stairs. Stone, brick, stairs. I'm going to add these to the build we're currently doing. You always hear mobs inside the houses because they're not lit up and they got ledges high up. Right, how are we going to do this? I was going to do something like... Wait, yeah, something like that. And then we just add all that there. And we need a 2-wide doorway because we're working off of odd numbers here, or even numbers, sorry. Right, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to raise up the blocks here. The beam, we're going to raise it up by a single block. Just to make it more in line with the whole... Well, the other side. Oh, yeah, I'm still not used to these mechanics yet. And then over here we'll do likewise. I'm not sure, should we do a sideways beam? We might as... Nah, let's keep it vertical. Let's do that. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's just get that across. And the idea is that there will be... Well, we don't have stairs, but we'll just add a slab. Oh, wait. We've got 2 slabs. That's fine. Yeah, there'll be 2 slabs that will take the player through a too high door, or not? Yeah, obviously all doors are too high. Well, most doors are too high, but this one in particular is too high, and that takes you to ground level, which will be up here. But I just realised I don't have any stone. We'll add the stone later. Right now, I'm just focused on adding windows and stuff. That window, it'll be at ground level. You do get ground level windows in some builds. Right. And then I need to add the well, the stuff up here. Actually, do we need to though? I don't really want to. Should we just have a one tall house? Or not one tall house, but a one story house on this side, but it appears like it's 2 stories on this side. I think we'll stick with a 2-story variation here, and we're not going to raise it up anymore. We're not going to like raise it up to be 3-story or anything like that. That's not to say we can't have a 3-story house at some point, but in this particular case we're going to avoid it. Right, let's get the stairs out. Let's actually make some more, and we're going to try to add a bit of a roof. Right. Let's bung that there. So yeah, this is it's not, I think of all the builds I've done in this city so far, this is the one I'm least happy with. Although I would have said that about that build, and in the end I don't mind that one. So we'll just have to wait and see. I could have done a custom roof or something. Or not a custom roof. All roofs are custom. There's no such thing as a non-custom roof. But you know what I mean. I wish I could have done a roof like that instead of just the diagonal ones. But I don't have the motivation. I don't think it would necessarily fit this build, given its shape and stature. And of course we've got a build to extend or add on to this one in the next area. I'm not sure if we should continue this, or like should we have 2 builds or one, or not 2 builds, sorry, 2 roofs or 1 roof or whatever else. I'm not sure. Let's add this. I'm just going to take off some of this, and we're going to add in the white at the top, the white wool. Let's get the glass panes on our bar. Brilliant. There we go. So we got that section sorted. I'm not sure what we'll do for the back end of this house. I'm potentially thinking of extending the ground. Oh, I wondered what that sound was. Hey! How dare you? Where did this guy spawn? Usually I wait until I hear mobs or see mobs in these builds before I decide to light them up. Might as well light up the adjacent one as well. Yeah, that was a wee bit interesting. I wasn't aware of what the noise was at first. Right, we're just going to extend the road out this way. I'll fill it all in later. And yeah, we'll add the gravel on top. Like so. Then we need some more stairs. Or slabs. I kind of use slabs. Although actually, you know what? I was going to put the slabs inside. I think I would prefer stairs actually. Let's just go ahead and make some stairs right this very minute. And we'll add them there. Now, can we get away with adding a door on the inside? Is that something we can get away with? Let's try that now. Okay, you cannot add a door to a stair. Interesting. But what we can do... Well, actually, I don't have a floor yet. Darn it. Well, let's leave the doors here for now. And we'll work on that in a bit. In the meantime, I'm going to work on this house over here. So I have managed to complete this fairly challenging build, I will say that. It's not easy building with a slope, but we've obviously managed to flatten out the areas that needed flattened. Ah, okay, I've not actually finished it. Haha, whoops, completely forgot the inside of this house. But yeah, it's fine, honestly. It wasn't as challenging, it just took a wee bit of work, which I've managed to put in, and that's put in as in I've put in the work, not put in the Russian leader. Anyway, no, that was a bad pun, joke, whatever. It wasn't even a pun or joke, it was just pure nonsense. Let's add the doors and then we'll be done with that. And I'm going to add a light too because it's pretty dark in there. It's got no windows. Does this house have windows? This house doesn't have windows either, so these houses will probably be cheap on the market. No windows, very little space, you know. These will be like student residence or residential areas for students or something, I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Not bad. I quite like it. It is sort of in the style of these ones, but it does have a difference, which is the main thing. I do like to keep things as unique as possible. And now, within a few episodes, we've managed to get all this finished, which I'm pretty pleased with. We can walk down the street, and it does give off a bit of a medieval feel. I mean, maybe the streets are quite wide, like too wide in some areas. I actually wanted to put something here, so we might still put something here, like a tree or something. In order to remind myself... Well, let's find the centre. What is the centre? I feel like somewhere about here... So yeah, we'll find a tree. We should probably just go and do that now. What type of tree though? Oak tree. I want to do a birch tree. Alright, let's grow this. Hey, I like that actually. It grew at a good height as well. Not too low so that it completely covered the road, but yeah, no, I like that. So that just adds something a little bit different. And then we've got the streets here, which I do like. I'm not sure about this though. I think what we'll do is we'll keep 2 pieces of dirt and we'll cover the rest over with gravel. But yeah, the city is coming together. I'll briefly show my plans off for this section here. As you can see, I've got a bit of an outline sorted for 2 builds. We're kind of going to try and extend this build so it completely goes around this kind of circle area. And then we're going to add a build over here. Obviously, we've got the marketplace, which will stay. But we'll add a build next to the marketplace, adjacent to it. And that's going to give a really nice kind of enclosed feel, I believe. And then we just need to add a roof. There's no windows. I mean, we could add windows if we wanted to. I'm not sure though, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see, but that is what we're planning to do. And I want to nail down this section in the coming episodes. That is my current plan. What biome is this? This is a beach biome that leads into a forest. But what biome's down here? So I think that's ocean down there, isn't it? Yeah, it just goes straight to ocean. Interesting. But yeah, hopefully we'll get this part finished. And then, well, basically we're close to finishing this part and that section over there. That will leave us with 1.5 technically. And I've still not finished the throne room up here. So there is still a lot to do. But, you know, we've got time and we've got the means to do it. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this before running out of resources. I fear otherwise. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here for today. Thank you for checking out another annoying 1.3 episode. Join me again as we work on more city builds next time. Until then, I'll see you when I see you.